First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Blue 60. Right there, 54 Mike. Monday. Sponge. No. Slam.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And shutting him off, now open field. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. March foot. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check. Lucky. Check it back. What? Squeeze. Go. Check nickel. Hey, lock it. Now.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right. And got his man complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Let's go.
A big play there for Minnesota. 63 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cook running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A tackle for loss there, 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
60 or 5. Hey, Sam off. What twist? Shoot.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
32! Alert! Hey, Charlie!
On second and 11 now. Stafford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey. Shit! 59!
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Switch. Deuce. You're out. He's coming. We got double up.
Cook. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Check. Fair. Five.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 52. Check. Fresno. Check 31. Hurry. 26. Check 26.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Watch tight end. Omaha, ready to move. Shoot.
Pilot, 64, weak. 0. Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. It's complete to Graham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, motion.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Look at me. Go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford on first down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
No. Hey, Red. Hey, 5-0.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
11.
Hey, pick your
10.
Kill.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 87 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that?
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10.
Check. Alert. Crouch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Say zero.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
From the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey. Bravo. Yo, go.
Stop here, D.
Yep.
Hey, Mike 40. Check pass.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. It's complete to Diggs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
Big trip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence going deep for Diggs. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
22. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Stafford now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Stafford now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
Go, 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 go.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Zebra. Big 20.
Watch Mike.
Hey, Echo.
52 is the mic right here.
Hey.
Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Check safety. Joker.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. Blue 60.
2 right here. Crunch time, defense. Wide. Get wide. Check your hot read. He's checking. Crack.
50.
Kill. Turn.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to get out of there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Wahoo.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Set. 180.
Watch the pass. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch twist.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, lock it. Hey, two. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check.
Hey, Sam off.
I can't believe
Hey, Delta.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Get it.
On first down, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Mike 40. Mike 40.
Let's go.
Tight dog. Go out.
Check.
Leo.
Kill. Check 37. Check 37. Watch the ship.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on,
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
I'm scared.
Now.
Motion. Check. Ship. Mike 40.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Fair. Go.
To throw again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit.
Check.
Look at me. Go. Now.
And the blitz does come. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead.
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They go to Johnson again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Go now. 70, Indy. Protein spell.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Check me out. Check me out. Check me out.
6-6, bullet high. Go, go.
Check, check. I got him. I got him. Hey,
Rock it. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
check. Check hot route. Hot. Check.
Hard.
Check.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Second and 6 at the 41.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
General West.
Second and 6. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw. Lawrence. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
And the Vikings first down.
Set. 50, plant.
Hey, 40's Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
From the gun, Lawrence. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
52 jet bombers.
Check three.
Look, squeeze.
Throwing again. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
X3. 218, chopper.
Now Stafford. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Ready up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Deshaun Hand in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor.